to get this game started. Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And Thursday night primetime is underway. Darius Davis to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Now, following that play, we have somebody shaken up. And, man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
That's a gain of 3.
Again, it's Hampton. He's going to be stopped after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. 1st down coming up.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. This one's misplayed and falls to the ground. Incomplete, and now it's 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throw here, 3rd down. And he loses control, and that one's going to fall to the ground, Brock. Needed to bring that in. Instead, the mistake means it's 4th down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Jukes away from one. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Now it looks like somebody is shaken up after that play. You never like seeing injuries, especially in the preseason. We'll get the training staff out to work on it. 1st and 10 from the 32. Off the play fake, Purdy. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Purdy to throw. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. So a couple yards to go here after they picked up 8 on that last play. Here he is on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete, so the defense forces 4th down. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on 3rd down, but they chose to throw for it instead of run it.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call, being aggressive, but you got to find a way to execute.
And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some pretty obvious discomfort. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw, Herbert. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Blues will be on the doorstep of the end zone as he is stopped just short of a pick 6.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. They only really have to fall forward to reach the end zone here, Brock. And he gets in. Touchdown! So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
That one right down the middle. And that's good for a 7-0 lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Good work so far. He's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And things have gone from bad to worse in their 2 drives. Hopefully the third time's the charm for them. They find some success. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. And I'll start out with Hampton. Escapes the defender. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Back to Hampton. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing now, Herbert. Taking a shot deep here. Caught the football, but it's jarred out before he can secure it. Ooh, they nearly had a big play there on 3rd down, Brock. But a good defensive effort forces 4th down. So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. Brings it in at the 12. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. This offense ready to get going again now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
That's Evans making the catch outright. And we'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25. So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Finds him on the slant. And he's going to be hauled to the ground with a 1st down in tow, Brock. Give him 9 on that play. Looking to throw, Purdy. And instead of a receiver, that one finds the ground. Incomplete. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Stopped by Deion Henley.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Purdy to throw it. Complete to Diggs out left. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Now it's Purdy. He's got Evans on the out route. And he's going to be run out of bounds. A nice game, but this is why you don't want to be playing for behind the sticks, right? It is still 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
Now Purdy. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Purdy throwing here. Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And he gets home. Touchdown. Touchdown, Blues. Ricky Pearsall, a 40-yard score. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Point after try is good by Pinheiro. It's a 14-0 game here early.
14. Chargers, nothing.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff.
Set to kick off.
On the return, here comes Davis. He dodged the tackle. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And coming off 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Draw play here. Hampton shoots away from one. Nearly starts the drive with the 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. You know, you take these types of results as early wins in a game, Brock, both in getting their running back started and getting your guys to start winning that battle up front, too.
Moving a man against his will and doing it right from the jump, that often portends to good things offensively.
He's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. 1st down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, avoidable mistake there, Brock. A lot of people saw it, including our officials. Offside's the call. Running it after the penalty. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
He was taken down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
They cobbled together a yard there. Nick Bosa makes the stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And that one is incomplete. There is a flag down, though. If someone was across that line, this could end in a 1st down after all. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. They'll send a receiver left. Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. And this will wind up incomplete. So the failure to connect brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Renardo Green on the coverage.
Man in motion out of the slot. On 2nd down, Herbert. That's complete to Johnston, outright. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
All set now, 1st and 10. Hampton now up the middle. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Now Herbert on 2nd down. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. 9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Herbert. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs. That's the type of long, sustained drives that take some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now this offense ready to head back out. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. 1st and 10, offense going 3 tight ends to the left. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock. Continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going.
They connect on the deep shot. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. The deep pass comes up big. 33 yards.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Purdy on 1st and 10. And he's already up to 100 yards for this game. He'll work against the blitz. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. He's got it in the red zone. Tackle finally comes in well downfield. That's a gain of about 26. And that's going to be good for a Blues 1st down.
And a Tokyo 1st down.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. 1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 11-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. Brought in. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple. Didn't get all they wanted out of that last play, so now they've got 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun is Purdy. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Tokyo. Christian McCaffrey. His 2nd already in this opening quarter. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'll be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
That one splits the uprights. And lead now up to 18 points. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. RPO quickly into the hands of Njoku. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Herbert now. That's Gadsden right side. He's by a man. He's in the clear. He's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. We've reached the end of one on Thursday night primetime. Bit of an early blowout, 21-3. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They've got 2nd and 5. They send a tight end in motion. Here's Herbert on 2nd. And this is going to end up an incomplete pass, partner, so that brings up 3rd down.
Intended for Quentin Johnston. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Herbert back to throw. He's making a bid for it. And Herbert slides to a stop with enough on that play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Catch is made. That's Trey Harris. This is going to be a big game, Brock. He's tackled after about 21 yards. And that's going to be a Los Angeles 1st down.
That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On a quick slant, it's Johnston. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Quentin Johnston.
Great start on that 1st down. Only need 2 here on 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35.
Here's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. Defense gets there after a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 1st down Chargers.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another Chargers 1st down.
Running it with Hampton. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Brought down by Fred Warner.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense. You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Man in motion, headed right. A 3rd down give to Hampton. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. 1st down coming.
It's a gain of 8. And the Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Brings it in with space in the secondary. And give him an even 10 here, Brock, before he hits that sideline. This is going to get him a good bit closer now for this 3rd down.
Gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw, Herbert. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Hampton. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those forces before they find pay dirt.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And we've got ourselves an 11-point game. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Jukes away from one. They can't stop him. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Their offense running back out now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
These hits finally taken out, so call it a gain of about 23 on the play before they got to him. And that's going to be good for a Blues 1st down.
First down, Blues.
Here's Purdy to throw. Taken in by Kirk, right side. Dodges another stop. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he's out of bounds. A beautiful play to get that first down, but this could be coming back. We got to check this flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Purdy setting up that play action. Had it for a moment, but the hit jars it loose. Fortunate, Brock, that it did too, because it would have been a big strike otherwise. Instead, just second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. Escapes a defender, and he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. And off his hands and incomplete. So that drop means they failed to convert on 3rd down. Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. They got the job done their last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And they're actually in the preseason. One of their star players banged up with an injury after that play. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 30.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 3rd and 3 in front of him now after that completion got him 7.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Slides to a stop with enough on that play to move those chains.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Slot receivers headed left. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Complete here to Hampton. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Got the catch, but didn't get any yardage on it, so still 10 to go on 2nd down. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Connection made again with Hampton. He's got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. J.K. Scott on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Blues are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Now it's Purdy. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. Throwing on 2nd, Purdy. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Purdy throwing here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Breaks the tackle. And he's going to be out of bounds nowhere near that marker. That brings up 4th down. Corliss Waitman on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for 1st half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. On the counter, it's Hampton. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And out he goes after picking up a couple. That brings up 3rd down. So Brock, we're down to 1 minute and 59 seconds to play now in our opening half. More Thursday night primetime football in just a moment. Throw here, 3rd down. Here comes the pressure, and they take him down. Got him at the 31. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. J.K. Scott on to put a charge into this one. Christian McCaffrey back deep to return. Secures this at the 17. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner, up past the 35. This offense getting all set for this series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Purdy looking to throw. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20. 1st and 10 for Purdy, as he approaches 200 yards passing in this opening half. He's going to throw this one. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
James on the cover.
Looking to throw, Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. Brings up 3rd down. Approaching the final minute here before halftime. They'll air it out on 3rd. He's going for it himself. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. And he will not find the connection on the other end there. Incompletion sets up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Purdy. And he's just going to get rid of this one through the end zone. That brings up 3rd and goal. This will be a pickup of about 3. Is that enough to convince them to go for it here? L.A. uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Leading the offense out there. It's 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go. It's McCaffrey. And they turn him away. The defense holds strong, and they get off the field with a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run, and the reward is they get off the field.
Out comes the Charger offense late in this first half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They're probably going to try to get this into field goal range, trying to trim that lead. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Hampton. He's brought down. Play goes for, looks like about 11 yards. And that gives L.A. the first.
It's a gain of 11. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hanson. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update, as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a two-score ball game here as we resume play. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive in the second half. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Offense to the line. Again, trips right to start out. To throw, here's Jones. Short pass brought in. Short pickup to their own 31. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of him on second down.
Second and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Jones looking to throw. And he had it, but he lost it on that hit. So a nice early defensive play out of the locker room to break up that catch. It's now third down. Jones now to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
First and 10 from the 43. Now Jones. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. First carry here for Jordan James. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackle there from Dalvin Tomlinson.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Third and long. They're going to throw. And that one's not going to be caught. Could have extended the drive, but the defender timed it perfectly, breaks it up. That means it's fourth down. The Blues out to get a boot into this one. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 20.
To the air, Lance. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Jack Jones making that tackle. Short yardage situation here. It's third and 2.
Third and 2.
A tight end in motion now. That one's caught. This is Lambert Smith. Stop finally made after they give up 16 on the play. And that's going to be a Los Angeles first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's Vidal on the give. Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the first.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Vidal. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tatum Bethune in on that stop. It's third and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
A 2-yard pickup makes it third and
Here's Lance now. He's going to run for it. He slides in, so avoided getting hit, and he gets the first. Well done there.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it could suck the wind out of that defense.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
2nd and 10. At the
Now it's Lance. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Back to throw. It's Lance. Past the line. He's going to run for it. And with good awareness, he slides down just ahead of that 1st down marker.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. Keeps away from one. Ooh, he made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that 1st down carry. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Vidal trying this up the gut. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Chargers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Vidal will not get there as the flag comes in.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, avoidable mistake there, Brock. A lot of people saw it, including our officials. Offside's the call. And they pitch it to him. And he runs it across. Touchdown! All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Encroachment. Defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Keeping it on the ground. And he's into the end zone again, so he gets them the touchdown and the 2, and single-handedly shaves 8 points off that lead. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Galindo to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. That outruns their offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. Jones. Teams back it goes, Jordan James. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now run, James. He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's 3rd down now.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Give him 2 yards on the run. That leaves him 1 short, and it brings up 4th down. The old bend but don't break, right? Gave up some yards, but the important part was they did get to him and denied that 1st down.
You know, in the old days, you're absolutely right. This would be a punt. But today, we see so many offensive coordinators want to be aggressive. They may still have a chance to break them on 4th and 1.
And it ends up a good return for them, up past their own 40. The Chargers send running back Imani Vidal trotting back out to the field. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Lance. Sheds up, and he is caught before he can get back to the line. Alfred Collins. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. They send a receiver in motion right. Here's Lance. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Incomplete. Upton Stout.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Here he goes, third and long. Oh, he's going to run for it.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
And this is looking fantastic. Wow, bounces just yards shy of the goal line. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 4. The offense headed back to the field. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock, as safety really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Running with James. They're going the wrong direction. He's going to be sent backwards to their own 3. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on third? Throwing here, Jones. It is almost picked off. He had the interception, but he couldn't hang on. It will, though, still bring up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
He's got it near midfield. Shoots another one. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. So first down from the 41.
The 41-yard line.
Up the middle, Vidal. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
One of the tight ends motions right. Throwing his Lance. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw Lance. Completed over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Tight end going in motion here. Running with Vidal out of the gun. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That one stopped by Upton Stout.
4 yards on the pickup.
That brings us to the end of 3 on Thursday night primetime. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Another run for Vidal. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down.
At the 18-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing now off the play action. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Kicked well, and this is good! And in the fourth quarter, that's going to tie the game!
And we're barely into this quarter, Kate, and already a tied game, a whole new game. Starting from this point, every single possession will be a premium.
On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now outruns their offense to take over. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Here's Jones to throw. Pass is pulled in by James. Makes a man miss. He's off. There's the stop. Play hits for 15 before it, though. And that's going to be good for a Blues first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here's Jones. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Look is there, but so is a defender. That hit forces the drop. That's going to bring up third down. Jones going to throw again. Absolutely fires this one right side. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down.
Kind of at that point now, Kate, where every one of these calls, every one of these decisions, every one of these passes scrutinized that much more. You try to go for it, push it down the field, but it falls harmlessly incomplete.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Lambert Smith now in motion. An early jump of the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. First down, play action. He almost throws this away on the first snap of the drive. Put it into harm's way, and the pick is dropped, so they're going to see second down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now he'll throw off the play fake. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's third down. Slot man motioned over. Third down from the gun. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down. Man, a little would have done the job, but they threw for a lot there, Brock. Just couldn't make that deep shot work.
Kate, if you look at just about any pass play known to mankind, there's something called an alert. Right? Somebody that's going to clear something out for somebody else, and that was an alert, that was a shot, it just didn't hit it.
Here comes their offense out again. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs. He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Here's a give inside to James. Room to work at the 35. And he gets this up to the 38-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, here's Jones. Dumped off to his running back. Hit there, driven out of bounds. Gain of about 8 before it. And that's going to be good for a Blues first down.
An 8-yard pickup. And a Tokyo first down.
They run. It's James. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Jones looking to throw. The left side is caught by Stribley. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. That hit got there quickly.
A gain of 4 brings up second down at their 48-yard line.
This is James. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. They were 7 on this drive. They need 7 here on third down.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Jones now to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
That's Gadsden, right side. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Last completion got him 6. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Into the hands of Gadsden. Met there, driven out to cap that gain at about 6 yards. And that's going to make it first down Chargers.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To the air, lands. And the Russians going to win this rep. They get to him. Keon White. And after the play, it's second down now and 17.
At the 24-yard line.
Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. Second down pass play coming. Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. And now this offense has got a chance to do so.
The offense getting set to go. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. And they'll pitch it out to him. He makes it in for the touchdown. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Chargers 21.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing.
They pitch it out to him here. Escapes the defender. Big play before they get to him. That one's going to pick up about 23. And that is good for a Chargers first down. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. Here's Lance now. Closing in, and they're going to get him down. They're going to mark him at the 42. And it's going to be 2nd and 13.
2nd and 13 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Lance. Complete out to the right. And he's going to be brought down right after making that catch. A good gain, but the tackle limits it to 9.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw, it's Lance. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. He's going to hit the sideline. Out of bounds he goes. Gain of about 6 before it. And that gives LA the first.
A gain of 6. And the Chargers first down.
They'll run. This is Vidal. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
5-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They stay on the ground with Vidal. Tackles with what looks to be about 3 yards. That's enough. Fresh set of downs coming their way. 1st and 10 from the 32.
3 yards. That's another.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Vidal. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. 2nd down now. They need 7.
At the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Lance. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And they're all over that screen. Brock didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on 3rd down. Here's Lance. Just couldn't hang on to that one. He absorbed a pretty solid hit there that knocked it out, and now we've got 4th down.
Dicker on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And that brings things a little closer here late. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
Now this offense getting set to work here. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. 2nd down now. It's Jones. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now Jones. Lofts it deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. And that is a touchdown.
Touchdown, Tokyo.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and then he can do his damage. Big time.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Send right down the middle and good. And lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now.
Chargers 24.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can.
He's hit and taken down. They got him at the 18.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Couldn't get the play off in time. We've arrived at our 2-minute warning. Chargers at a 2-score deficit. Multiple ways to attack. Here's 2nd and long. Throwing is Lance. Left side complete. Gaston has it. Oh, that one did some damage as he's finally hauled down. A gain of about 24. 1st down coming up. Looking to throw, Lance. And the catch in and out of his hands. Contact separating him from the football that time. Second down coming up.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now looking to throw. He will not turn this into a positive. They take him down. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Throwing now. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch, and they wind up turning it over on downs. From the 4-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Black. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. And inside, give here to Black. He will have the 1st down there, and they can start to celebrate now. That's going to lock up this victory for him.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Blues.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they'll enter the final week of the preseason with a little momentum thanks to this victory. Ahead of that last tune-up before